Let me get everything loaded up and then can talk some bullcrap. Hopefully the stream will be okay. If it's not, I'll need to know. It should be okay. Make sure to make sure to like, comment, subscribe. This should be a short one today because we're just finishing out the SCP secret files, and I think we only have one. It's only one SCP left. We did the first 3 last time. But yeah, anyway. So last time, what was it? What was the 3 that we did? The first one was a desert. Who's in the destination? I can't remember. Where desert where garbage just magically appears constantly, and has hallucinogenic effects. It was an SCP article I don't think I've ever read before. The next one was the Hanged King, which is 710 or something like that, and then Here Be Dragons, which is 1762, I think. Something around there. There's a lot of SCPs, man. I can't remember. I can't remember the numbers for all of them. Damn it. And I think I know what this one's going to be. Because I found out my readings of trying to figure out how much more of the game there was. I think I know what this one's going to be. It should be an interesting one if it's who I think if it's who it says it is. Just because as the stream title implies, they are a reality bender, and whenever a reality bender is involved, things are going to get weird. Anywho, let us begin. Okay, we're back on our computer. Hell yeah. I believe I've read all of the site information. Did I? Okay, I didn't read these. I think I was saving those for this situation. All right, so what is this? Site 446, which is out in the ocean? Provisional Site 72 reports that the recent uptick in geological activity was not in any way related to SCP-4997. However, the acting site director would like to remind everyone that they are still accepting reasonable proposals regarding means of neutralization, and that kill it with fire is not a reasonable proposal. This one that's out in the ocean, I think, has to be dealing with the what is it called? I think it's like a take on the world serpent in Norse mythology, but that's not what they call him. It's something else. He's got some religious connotations, regardless. Anyway, new data has been released connected to incident 035-A caused by SCP-035, currently contained at Site 108. Personnel with a clearance of 4 or above may access the data by submitting the appropriate application and undergoing a level 2 psychiatric exam. I've noticed that these site warnings don't... Well, no, this one does. But this one like deals with Site 72, but it's Site 446. I'm not sure what the connections between the articles and the site you click on is. Oh well. New exploration device has been developed at Site 56, usable even in locations where detection may be difficult. Is expected to enable communication with the field. It is currently undergoing testing. If no problems are found, it will be distributed to the exploration department. I have a feeling that a lot of this information, like for these specific sites, has to do with the kind of deep lore of the SCP Foundation. I can't remember I never keep track of which sites keep what things because I'm not sure if any of that's actually canon or not. But anyway, hello Vlad, greetings. Uh, I'm going to be doing some paperwork here real quick, and then and then I'll be be proceeding onwards to our last SCP for this game. Hello Wendigos, greetings. We're doing paperwork. Site 83, antique glass perfume bottle from Victoria era England. SCP 300. Its destination is safe. SCP 300 consists of an antique glass perfume bottle containing approximately 2.4 cc's of an unidentified colorless liquid. Oh. A single drop of the liquid is extracted from SCP 300, and the drop is viewed through a standard optical microscope. An animated scene becomes visible. While no two drops have shown precisely the same scene, these scenes generally take the form of pastoral or woodland scenes consistent with that of Victorian era England. I've never heard of this SCP before, which is weird because I've read all the way up to several thousand. I don't remember this one though. What happens if you drink it? It doesn't seem to say what happens. I can't imagine. I can't imagine that no one has tried to drink this thing. Crazy. Paperwork. Hell yeah. Hey, Smix. Yeah, I love paperwork too. That's why I'm a programmer. Oh, they're upgrading SCP-090 to Keter class. That's not good. So, just so you know, in case you're not you're not crazily, yeah, you're not crazily familiar with the SCP Foundation. There's three classifications. Well, main classifications. They've come up with a bunch of new ones recently, but the standards are safe, which typically means that they can be easily contained and won't cause any harm or ill effects unless you actively try to interact with it. And then you have Euclid, which means that they're kind of hard to contain, but they can be contained and they are fairly dangerous typically. And then you have your Keter class. Keter class are usually objects that cannot be contained in any way, shape, or form. I think some of them are fairly innocuous, but most of them are at the level where they could potentially destroy the world if not properly managed. Managed, if not outright contained. But some of them can't be contained consistently. I think Keter class is also used for ones that are contained, but they constantly break containment all the time. Because containment is a momentary and can't be maintained for long periods of time. Anyway, okay, so SCP-090 is a artifact kept at site. I thought it said here somewhere. Oh no, I think it. No, I thought it said what site it was. Yeah, it blurred out what site it's at. It doesn't want that. You can't know what site it's at. SCP-090 is a black cubic structure made of an unknown ceramic material. Object is classified as indestructible. Each side is divided into 10,000 individual squares in an arrangement similar to a Rubik's Cube. Each square has part of a design etched on the surface. Etchings glow white. An unknown internal structure causes the realignment of a single row or column every 2.8 seconds. Vague records of the object's alignments have been kept since 1242 CE. Those kept before 1533 CE have been lost. Modern technology has allowed the exact alignments to be imaged and recorded as well as studied. I forget what CE is. Is that Common Era? Is that just like our normal year? That's CE, right? Starting at 0. So 2,000 years ago. Yeah. Anyway, Pretty sure that's right. Segments are divided by a thin white line unless they are aligned correctly with the square directly adjacent to them. There are 22 correct alignments on the object's surface currently. This big long string of things is currently the only alignment of 3 adjacent segments of the surface of SCP-090. And those 2 segments, I think these are like sides of the cube. The B, C, D has to be referenced to like a side, and then these numbers afterwards have to be like alignment digits or something like that. Common era, yeah, okay. That's what I thought CE was, but I couldn't remember because I know there's a. Oh yeah, that's right. Because I think BC is now BCE, which is before Common Era, right? Because I think they're trying to secularize the time, the secularize the way we describe time, right? Yeah. Even though it's still based off of the religious calendar, but what are you gonna do? You can't change the year on people like that. Anyway, here, so there's going to be, as with SCPs, so what typically happens is your experiments go well and then they go to shit towards the end. So we'll read the last 2 experiments here. A 6-segment alignment was recorded this morning on the local side. As a safety precaution, something was evacuated. 2 hours later, a containment breach occurred but resulted in no loss of life due to the evacuation. Object determined to predict events, not cause them. The first side that says designated as global. Upgrade to Euclid class status requested. Experiment 0240. We stepped up our experiments today by attempting to modify the cube itself. When D-class personnel attempted to make a shift, SCP-090 immediately created a 10-segment alignment of its own accord near the top left corner of the local side. Exactly 2 hours later, SCP-something broke containment and did stuff. Agents were lost during the incident. Recommend forced shift testing of SCP-090 postponed. Upgrade to Keter class approved as SCP-090 is obviously capable of causing events of its own accord. The object may be sentient. Yeah. Yeah, so I know they have a couple of SCPs that are like this, where the question becomes, are these SCPs causing the events to happen, or telling us that the event is going to happen? This one obviously can make things happen if it wants to. I guess maybe, but I know there's a big thing in the SCP Foundation is that SCP-0 is like up for contention. They have a bunch of proposals. SCP-0 is not a any specific document. It's like a series of documents, and they're all proposals of like what the first SCP was. No, one of them is a book, or a book that they can open, and every time they turn a page, there's a new description of a new SCP. And if they go to the location where that's described in the book, they find the SCP, and the question has become, does this thing tell them where the SCPs are at, or does it actually generate the SCPs whenever a new page is turned? So they don't want to test it, but I think it turns itself every so often, even if they don't. So, oh well. I think at that point you just don't want to mess with it. Okay, so this one is about SCP-898. It's a memetic disorder specifically created by the Foundation researchers for the purpose of serving as a defense mechanism against other memetic or mind-affecting attacks. Development was undertaken as part of Operation Azure Skies in 1992. The objective of Azure Skies was to design and employ a variety of devices to protect Foundation personnel in the field from supernatural threats that conventional technologies were not sufficient to guard against. Interesting. So they're making SCPs, making this SCP here. That's probably not a good idea. But yeah, I think they do make use of this though, because like the lady that we were playing as when we were doing the Hane King scenario, um she had defenses in her mental defenses against memetic agents and attempts to take over her mind, and I think that's part of the training is implementing that kind of thinking. I know there's some people who do it magically, but some people do it through these. Uh, they have memes to block the memes, basically. Oh, here's the art director. He said he's saying our name, Carl. I'm here, director. I am a suck up. There's a temporary archive that needs to be sorted. Uh-oh. The others are in the field, so you'll have to take over. Leave it to me. I can't act like I don't know what I'm doing. This mission is an emergency, Carl. Oh, jeez. Is beyond your current level. Oh. Uh-oh. But your recent performance has proven that you have the ability to accomplish it. I understand, Dr. Hour. I think that's how you say that. I hope that's how you say that. Remember, stay sane and always in awe. All right, get to it then. Hey man, I can't promise I'm gonna stay sane, man. Like that's not in my hands. Let's be honest here. Flight Billy. What's my favorite SCP? For some reason, yours is the 1981, the Ronald Reagan cut-up tapes. Oh, those are fun. The Ronald Reagan tapes are fun. Just because I don't like Ronald Reagan, so those tapes kind of make fun of him to some degree. But anyway, my favorite SCP. Geez, that's hard. That's rough. Let me think about it for a second. Um, I have to say, oh my god, there's so many. I like I kind of like the I don't know if I can just say like a series of things, but I kind of like the stuff from Doctor Wondertainment because his stuff is always really creative, and there's a whole air of mystery to like what they're trying to do, because it seems like they're genuinely trying to make things uh to as toys for kids. It's just that it doesn't seem like they always go exactly correct. um so uh but that might be a cop out. That's like a whole series of things, and that's more about Doctor One Entertainment themselves than necessarily the SCPs. Um, in a morbid way, I'll go the morbid way because I like morbid things and the thoughts and the and stuff that have more of a narrative to them. Um, the Dear God, what's it's 1900 and something, I think. I can't, like I said, I can't remember all the numbers, but the Dear God that has to be um, has to be contained with the Montauk rituals. Um, no, that's not the Dear God, is it? Shit, I'm sorry. The SCP that has to be contained with the Montauk rituals. It's the one with the pregnant women. Um, God, what is that one? I can't remember now. You can look it up for me if you want to know what number it is. But yeah, it's Montauk, Mantauк, I think. But I like that one because I think it's linked to the Hand King or the Red King rather, the Red King. Uh, and while the containment procedures for that one are insanely gruesome and probably some of the worst containment procedures that the SCP Foundation has, um, there's a whole narrative structure around it and this whole lore around it about the exact nature of what exactly is happening and why. SCP-231. Okay, I knew it was one of the earlier ones, but I couldn't remember where exactly it lays on the time in the line. Yeah, it's uh like I said, it's not because it's all fun, whimsical. Yeehaw! The Seven Brides, yes, yeah, the Seven Brides, and where each of them give birth to increasingly dangerous monsters. Um, and the birth of each of the monsters counts towards one of the chains being broken um, on the Red King. And um, like I said, it's not like a feel good kind of thing. It's more of like it poses a lot of philosophical questions, and like I said, I like the lore around it about what exactly the procedure actually is. Um, and there's all these there's a bunch of stories about what exactly it is and whether it's really as bad as everyone thinks it is, or whether it just has to seem bad. And it has got a bunch of stuff about the idea of how to say the idea of like how gods are affected by thoughts, and how rituals are important, and faith and all this stuff. But anyway, oh, I should have probably read that. My bad. Sorry. It said some stuff, but I can't remember. I didn't see it. SCP-2416 is your favorite, even if it really is likely.
Please provide your identification code according to the mission letter. 4 and 20 blackbirds.
Baked in the pie.
Tell me, Doc, when was the last time this rag on my head was washed?
D6744. According to the 7th edition of the Security Regulation Amendment, you must first provide your identification code. Otherwise, you will be executed.
Oh well.
All right. 4 and 20 blackbirds baked in a pie. You're a real fan of these formalities. Everything's got to be right by the book with you.
Well, it's very important to do procedure protocols properly.
Oh, God. Fuck.
Mike Donald, consciousness intrusion expert, former leader of MTF UP2, codename Spider. Now, level D personnel, number 6744.
Uh-oh.
Enough with these damn formalities. Just what the hell you want me to do?
D6744, do you know about the witch plan?
Okay.
I've heard the name, that's all.
It is who I
The
think it
plan
is
is
then.
under the direct command of O5. Every last detail of the plan is protected by the strictest confidential terms.
So what?
D6744, what you're about to witness is top secret information of the Foundation.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
The hell is going on?
This
A
is
few hours
worse than
ago,
I thought it was going to
something
be.
went wrong with the witch plan experiment. The energy of the human anomaly, SCP-239, is out of control and has begun diffusing outward,
Oh shit.
disintegrating everything it touches.
You guys seriously never cease to amaze me.
SCP-239 is
Oh.
now a ticking time bomb. She could go off at any moment. D6744, I need you to enter the consciousness of SCP-239 to stop this bomb from exploding.
The neural key is fully charged and ready to enter the target
Wait, I'm not
consciousness
following.
space.
Begin the program.
Consciousness
What's
begins to
happening?
link. Start the countdown.
D6744,
5,
we don't have much time left.
3,
Fuck,
2,
wait,
and size.
Uh-oh. Okay, we're not in good shape. We are in fact bad shape. Camus Mogum? Okay, let me stop. I see you guys are reading Babel play. Your favorite is 2416, the day the clown died. Is that the one where they found out that the iterations of him, like when he dies, the new one of him is like him from a different dimension? Isn't that that one? Like the him from other dimensions are constantly being pulled into ours every time he dies. Is that him, or I think it might be somebody else actually? That might be a different SCP. Which half these writers right? Yeah, definitely. Some of the Sarkic ones are very cosmic horror uh oriented. Those ones are really fun. And I like the one that I should have mentioned it before, but I like the one that's like tapes for a kids show, but it's the main character is a clown and he constantly is teaching children how to commit crimes and do various other like murders and things like that. Battle play in the last dimension hopper. He does not die, he just reality hops. Okay. No, I remember there was a guy who like he would die all the time, but new versions of him would constantly be showing up every time he died, and it was because Bobble the clown. Yeah, Bobble. I like and then they found out that he found out that they were containing all of his the recordings of all of his shows, so he made he made a show about how much he hated the SCP Foundation and how to break into their facilities and break out SCP SCPs that they contain. That one was really fun. If you want to have someone who does animations and readings of all of the SCPs that are really fun, there's a guy called Dr. Bob on YouTube, and he reads all these SCPs and stuff and does really nice animations about them. Those ones are pretty funny. Whatever happened to Site 13? I have read that. It's been a while, but I have read that Babel. That one is very weird. Because I can't remember. Like I said, I can't remember the details of it. But isn't it where they can't remember? They can't remember like the details of it. They don't have any records of 13, but like they start finding these documents about 13 and stuff. Dr. Bob, Professor Lucius, Detective Void. I haven't seen I think I may have seen one from Professor Lucius. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% on Detective Void. But yeah, I love Dr. Bob. Dr. Bob is a great reader. He reads very well. Uh-oh. Starting to have. Oh, I know I'm having drop frames. Sorry. Um Here, let me let me show you this real quick. So this was from earlier where I didn't get to read it. It says consciousness intrusion action SCP-239-01. Which plan 26104? ARB potential development plan. Mandate from 05 cancel to transfer for Miss Violet to SCP-239. Favorite storybook, The Animals of Africa. Demeter plan. Accident investigation report. Sean's new test plan. Maternity registration form. Early containment archive. Maternity registration form. I don't like that. So I understand, Vlad. No, I 100%. Were you the one that commented on my stream a couple days ago? I think you were. All right, that's fine. No, don't talk. That's what I'm streaming for is interaction. If I just wanted to sit here and play a video game, I could always just do it by myself. No, but Oh god, I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, I was going to explain the just a kid back then. Yeah, no, I've been doing videos for forever, man. It's been so long. I've had people be like, "Yeah, I watched started watching your videos when I was in elementary school. Now I'm in college." I'm like, oh, God, oh my God, I'm so old. Oh God. Oh, I went to the wrong place. Sorry. I need to go to the horse. I thought I was walking towards it, but I guess I wasn't. Hey, kid. This isn't funny.
Can you hear me?
Son of a bitch. Fuck you.
The situation is urgent. If you were
And
still
I
the
quick
way
response.
you used to be, you would have done the same.
If I was still the way I used to be, what does that mean? Uh-oh.
Hey, wait.
Got Alice in Wonderland stuff going on here.
What did you see?
A little girl, but she ran away when she saw me.
That little girl is SCP-239. What else have you discovered?
She has a cake. Or I think. Or no, it's a music box. Is this a puzzle? Seguros.
Consciousness is severely damaged. That
Oh,
probably
Jesus.
explains her total loss of energy control.
Then how should we proceed?
Wait, so who are we? We seem to know something about this. Maybe, kind of, sort of. You're in middle school, now you're finishing law school? Awesome. Law school's difficult, man. I don't think I could do it. There's too much stuff to learn. Like the SCP games or FPS combat. That would be interesting. That would be an interesting game to see Babel play. I would like to see that, kind of like a base management game. You could do a lot. You could do a lot of stuff with that for sure. Especially if you want to get really, really deep into how to set up containment procedures and stuff. And I think for a game like that, you'd have to probably maybe come up with a couple of your own SCPs and have people figure out how to contain them. That would be interesting. No, that could be an interesting gameplay mechanic. So before we get too much deeper into this, I'll explain briefly. It seems like you two know, Babel and Vlad, you probably know who the witch girl is. But as for a brief explanation for you for people who don't know, the witch girl, SCP-239, is a insanely powerful reality bender, and they have contained her, I guess, up until this point, with the idea that she is a little girl who's insanely gullible. So what they've done is they've convinced her that she's just a spellcaster, and that she casts spells with her magic. And they've given her a spell book that has a very small selection of things that tell her what she can and can't do. So they've limited her power. They've had her self-contain by convincing her that her power can only manifest in these specific ways as spells. So that's what they call the witch girl. But I guess that containment has stopped working. I think there's a lot of stories too with her.
I'll have to enter her preconscious. If there's a solution to this, it's gonna be in there.
Good. D6744. You really are the right person for this mission. D6744, I must remind you, SCP-239 is no ordinary girl. She is uniquely dangerous. Do not forget.
Yeah, I got it. I'm dangerous too, don't forget.
Are you? Who are you? 70. Who are you? D class. He's somebody. He has to be somebody. Most SCPs you get would be scheduled in advance. Oh yeah, for sure. SCP relocation would be an interesting mechanic. Yeah, who told about Santa Claus? Yeah, she made Yeah, that's a good example of battle play. She made Santa Claus because people told her that he was real. So I think Santa Claus is an SCP now because of that, right? Um, I don't like that. That seems like a bad thing. It doesn't seem like he's saying anything coherent. It's just random words, I think. Yeah, he's just saying random words like 16, move, anxiety, Vigo. I guess the Destroyer from Ghostbusters 2. Her beliefs made him real. Yeah. Yeah, that's the true extent of the witch girl's power is that anything she believes to be real becomes real. So that's why they've convinced her that she's just a spellcasting witch to try to limit her power. I'd rather not. Oh, I guess I'm playing now. I'm playing Dead by Daylight. I'm going against the Doctor. Hopefully that was the right way. He's right behind me. Holy shit. Just follow the fire exit signs. This way, I suppose? I'm running as fast as I can, guys. So he's still catching up to me on occasion. Oh. Well then. Any explanation why we don't lock half of the non-world ending and half non-reality bending SCPs in the IKEA SCP? Yeah, exactly, Vlad. The workers in the IKEA SCP would find a way to manage those things. She's not in there, but I guess we have to reset parts. What? Link all the fragments in the correct order. Links cannot intersect. Fragments may only be linked once. So you need a circle. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, it's like a connect the dots. That would be something, Babel. That's like we could always just put all the SCPs in the death one. What is it? It's the one where the dimension where all life ended. I think it's called O Death. Is the name for it. We just put all the living SCPs in there, and they would all just die. Oh no. Poor SCP-239. It seems like the guys who are running the lab and doing experiments with her forgot that she's a person. It happens a lot with these researchers. They tend to forget that the anomalous people are still people.
The energy of SCP-239 is still diffusing outward. What's your situation?
Situation's more complicated than I thought. I'm gonna need more time.
Be quick about it.
I got it. Quit rushing me.
Yeah, the Odeth one they had to close up the entrance because it's like death was a entity that was traveling from dimension to dimension and wiping out all the life every dimension it went to.
Have you heard?
Heard what?
O5 is displeased with the slow progress of Dr. Pierce's over the project.
You sure it's not just a rumor? Today's morning session was chaired by Dr. Pierce.
It's true, trust me. If I'm being honest, I don't really like Dr. Pierce. Something about him, just gives me the creep.
He's coming. Stop.
Limited edition Little Mister. Oh yeah, the Misters. That's why I was saying with Dr. Entertainment. The Misters I remember was the first grouping of SCPs where I was like, yeah, this is awesome. Except for Mr. Life and Death. That one is horrifying. I feel sorry for I feel sorry for that one. Mr. Life and Death has a horrible existence. Okay, to Sean Pierce from the personnel department. Dr. Violet Tatao? Is that how you say that? Senior researcher of Site 1711 will visit your office at 9:50 a.m. today. Personnel transfer. Please be advised. Yeah, so that was something that was said in the opening text was that that Dr. Violet was going to be transferred to SCP-239. Okay, so that's not a door. I do really like though from the Mister series. What was it? The which is the one whose like identity is unknown. Jesus, I can't remember. It's been so long. Have I ever played the Loathing games? Mr. Fish. No, Mr. Fish seems like he's not so horrible. Played the Loathing games. Comedy, Prohibition, 20s, Cosmic Horror, Lovecraftian Insanity. I may have heard of them. I'd have to see what they kind of game they are to be 100% on that, but I've not played them though. This one seems to be the doctor's office. Oh, oops, that's not what I was doing. Oh, is that not? Oh, you have to end. You have to start and end at the red. Oh. Okay, I can do that.
How are the preparations for the experiment coming along?
So Smex, you like the IKEA SCP? I like the IKEA SCP too. It's very interesting.
Anything to be aware of?
Sam went to the counseling room after yesterday's experiment.
Give him an injection of amnestic agent and let Arthur take his place.
Yeah, that happens too often. Is if someone has a moral quandary with the experiments that they're doing, they just give them a nest. They can move them somewhere else instead of considering whether what they're doing is unethical. Yeah. I know in one of the more recent stories, I think Dr. Entertainment is a woman. Uh, but I think in that story, the role of Dr. Entertainment was like passed down from person to person. And it was just how it happened to be there was some woman who held that position for the story. Um, I think it was one where all the leaders of the all the leaders of all the various organizations were all like in this big Illuminati style conspiracy where they were all kind of working towards the same goals, but they had to act antagonistic to each other. Um, f- to just keep up appearances or whatever. But they were all doing like their own little power plays to try to be like the master of like the game that they were playing. Like it was a game to all of them what they were doing, and they were all just trying to win the game. But they were kept doing it over and over again. I can't remember what that SCP was called, but it was a fairly interesting one. Um, I think that one was narrated by a YouTube channel called Exploring the SCP series. I think is what it's called. Excuse me, one second. Okay, all right. Site 17 to 2003, which was 2003 was a little bit before Dr. Violet showed up, I think. Let's say. To say I'm displeased with the experiment results would be a gross understatement. Each day we seem to step on the critical point of success only to never cross the line. It's a never ending cycle of anger, frustration, exasperation, and excitement. 1,000 mixed emotions swirl within me to the point where I can no longer distinguish one from another. But to give up now is not an option. I know that much. The successful conclusion of this experiment must be seen through to the end. With failure comes experience, and now I know where the main problem lies. The maximum safe voltage permitted by the Foundation is still too low. I'll need to find a way to increase the limit. Resistance, agency, free will. Rest assured nothing will stand up to the power of extreme voltage. Uh, so electroshock therapy to that's an interesting way to do that. Most people would think that is highly unethical and or just wrong and torturous, but guess not to Dr. Pierce. Team Black Honey Badger. We saw this photo before in I think in the first thing when we were just walking through the SCP Foundation. I think we've seen that photograph before because I commented on how all of the we commented on how all the SCP people were all supermodels. Danger. These are biohazards. What kind of biohazard are we talking? Is it corrosives? Is it a choking hazard? Toxic? Come on, guys. I need details. You're not properly documenting your containers. Test record from Dr. Sean Pierce's assistant. ARB pressurization experiment. Pulse voltage range 30,000 volts to 250,000 volts. Jesus. Additional simulation. Visual, fail. Auditory, visual. Auditory, fail, fail, succeed. Oh, they finally got a success out of it somewhere. I wonder if that's. I don't think that's supposed to be additional simulation. I think that's supposed to be additional stimulation. SCP Archives is a great podcast. Ah, yeah, thank you. That is a good one. I like listening to people kind of talk about SCPs. Some of them, the documents are this document is too long to for me to read anymore, especially with a lot of the newer SCPs, where they're all their own kind of novellas. But I like to hear people talk about them at the very least. Uh, not quite sure what I'm supposed to be doing. I think I have all the documents. I'm not seeing any interaction points. Yeah, I don't think they pay taxes. They technically don't exist. I think they take the tax money. They don't give tax money.
Try again. Set voltage strength to 250 kilovolts.
Dr. Pierce, the heart rate of SCP-239 has now exceeded 160. Her physiological indicators are quickly approaching their limit. Perhaps we should consider pausing for...
You. Pressurize. Set to 250 kilovolts. Go. Now. SCP-239. Pay close attention to my instructions. Crush that car in front of you.
Oh, hey, look. She's doing it. Kind of. She's more twisting it than crushing it, but you know. Oh, well, there it goes.
What's the meaning of this?
Sean Pierce.
Violet.
Long time, Sean. What's it been? 7 years?
I've got no time to play catch-up with you. Not a great first impression you're leaving either. Barging into my lab and interfering with my experiments. According to Foundation security regulations, I could have you detained, you know.
Well, then do it, man.
Still the same old temper. You haven't changed one bit, Sean.
Yeah, Sean.
Well, if you want to talk business...
You're still you're always been a piece of garbage.
You should have a look at this first.
This is... No.
This is O5's mandate. Effective immediately. Which plan and all SCP-239 experiments will be led by me.
No. That's... No! This is a mistake. It's not possible.
Don't take it personal, Sean. The simple fact is that the development of SCP-239 is moving too slow. They want a more ambitious approach. A new process, if you will.
A new process? What new process? Just what do you know about process? Please, Violet, enlighten me.
Sean, let us end our bickering with this.
Yeah, Vlad, they did a pretty good animation on that car crush.
And to those who last.
Interesting. So I'm not sure that I 100% understand. Oh, was I supposed to pick that up later? Oh, I missed a document. Shit. Damn it. Am I here to play? Yeah, sure. We'll go with that. I missed a document. Damn it. Oh well, it's too late to go back now. I'm not sure what the thought process is behind what they're doing with SCP-239 because, given the nature of her powers, like you don't have to electroshock her to get her to do stuff. You can just convince her that she's capable of doing it. Especially with the way they contain her. If they wanted her to be able to do new stuff, then they could just add the spell to the spell book that they gave her, and tell her this. You know, if you say these magic words, now you can make this happen. You know, that's how her whole thing works. That's how her containment procedure works. So I'm not sure what this stuff is about. So this electroshock stuff it seems insanely unnecessary.
Bird's Nest, do you copy?
Copy, loud and clear.
Just what exactly is which plan?
That's not your concern. Focus on the mission at hand. Stop the spread of energy diffusion released by SCP-239, and do it quick.
Yeah, sure.
I do enjoy the way the SCP Foundation does this on occasion, where they send these D-class in and expect them to do research and help manage containment on these things, and they don't give them any details whatsoever on what the hell they're dealing with. So I'm not sure how they expect them to be effective containment personnel or even experimenters, because like it seems like you have to have some kind of information about what the hell you're even doing in order to fulfill any kind of reasonable goals. But you know, that's just my own crazy thought.
Director Tattoo. The
Tattoo,
storage
that's how you say it.
ordered have arrived at C3 warehouse.
Good. How's the containment room remodeling coming along?
The bed and daily necessities are all in place. The demolition of the ARB potential development plan will be completed next.
Yeah, blow it up.
Good and good. Now, how about the formal meeting with our little princess?
Okay, maybe okay, so maybe Dr. Violet was the one who started implementing this, the thing I was talking about, the thing where they convinced her that she's a witch that can cast spells. So maybe we're working our way up to the whole spell thing. The book purchasing list for your child's true potential by Martin Rawson. The baby book, everything you need to know about your baby from birth to age 2. Between Parent and Child, the best-selling classic that revolutionized parent-child communication. Fig Trees and Kalima in Inachus. Dear Zoo by Rod Campbell. Time for Bed, Fred by Yasmin Ishmael. Aw, yeah. See, they're getting her all kinds of little. They're getting books to learn how to deal with children, and they're also getting her little books to read as well. That's cool. Research group of Demeter plan. Okay, so yeah, I think we're working our way up to the witch containment procedures. Violet's reading notes. Our highest endeavor must be to develop free human beings who are able who are capable. Yeah. Okay, start over. Our highest endeavor must be to develop free human beings who are able of themselves to impart purpose and direction to their lives. Understanding your child's inner turmoil provides an emotional mirror that helps them understand themselves. By allowing them to feel recognized, to feel that their views and ideas are valued, you build up their self-esteem. Once a child feels that their personal worth has been recognized, they will be much more capable and resilient when dealing with people and events in their lives. The motto we must hold in our hearts is this: I will seek to understand, I will show my understanding, I will not criticize and condemn. Once a child identifies with the values of the parent embodies, the child will develop and acquire personal standards of self-regulation within their own selves. Yeah, I agree with that. That tends to be my my approach towards things, as well as I can. A big thing is you need to the stuff, whatever your kids into or whatever they express about themselves to you, it's important not to judge them for it, but to instead attempt to understand what they're saying, and help to rationalize it, and if it's something harmful, kind of steer them somewhere else. But anyway. Oh, this is all about dismantling the electro torture experiments. But I've seen too many times parents they have a kid that's like into something, and the parent is not into that thing, and they will discourage the kid and make fun of them, or judge them, or talk down to them for being into that thing that they think is stupid. But it's important not to do that with your child. You should nurture their interests. Even if they're not things that are interesting to you, because at the end of the day, it's not about you, and your kid does not have to be a small clone of yourself. They are their own person.
Hello there.
Hello, little Alice.
Hold on a second. I'm not gonna hurt you. God damn it.
Probably should live with that.
Hello there, child. Are you having nightmares?
Monsters. Monsters.
When you feel scared, just close your eyes. Imagine something beautiful, and those terrible things will disappear.
It's true.
Who are you?
My name is Violet Tattoo. You can just call me Violet.
Violet, that's how you say it.
From now on, no one will hurt you ever again.
Hey, the containment door opened. That's just like a good idea.
Alright, that's it for today's bedtime story.
Hi.
We'll have a little test tomorrow. You need your rest.
Afraid. Sleep. Nightmares.
SCP-239, are you afraid of having nightmares again?
Yes. Afraid.
Just remember what I told you.
Poor little girl.
When you feel scared, just close your eyes. Imagine your little friends in the stories all running out of their books to come play with you. Then you won't be afraid. Get some sleep now. Remember to imagine those beautiful images.
And that would actually work for her. Oh hey, the storybook. They should have gave her the Daniel and the Dragons book. That would have been good reading. Sorry guys, one moment. Let me double check something real quick. Oh my god. I know the stream's probably a little laggy here and there, guys, but sorry. I'm uploading a video and that should have been done by now, but YouTube is taking its sweet time. So there's probably some frame drops and a little bit of skipping. I apologize. Oh look. Yeah. Oh. Did I ask the turtle? The turtle carries the home on its back. It's cheating. Hello, Mr. Turtle. Trucking along. Keeping a good pace, sir. Keep it up. Select the part to be adjusted. That seems good. That's not what I was trying to do. I apologize. Okay, this leg's a little too big. We'll shrink that down a bit. That looks about right. This leg needs to... No, this leg needs to be bigger. Oh, I see. That leg was too big. Are you good now? Yeah. Elephant's good. Give the kid a switch or something? Well, this is back in 1990 something, I think. So we'd have to give her like a Super Nintendo. Yeah, that's definitely, you should give her a video game console. I think the worry with the video games though was that her imagination would get too wild, and she would start imagining too much stuff.
The cheetah stops its hunting. It pulls back and whispers, "There should be beautiful spotted curtains to block out the harsh sun." The robin shakes its head again.
Poor Turtle's back there in the dark now. I'm sorry, Turtle. I didn't know the lights were going to turn off back there. I apologize. I left him in the dust.
Speak from way up high. The house should have a high roof, and plates should hang from the ceiling. The robin flaps its wings and flies away.
Yeah, Yeah.
You can bathe anytime and sleep anytime.
That's right.
The robin shakes off the water droplets and flies away.
Yeah. Fun thing is, hippos actually have birds that live with them. I can't remember what their name was, but they're so big that they need the little birdies to be able to eat the parasites off their backs and stuff, like the ticks and fleas and stuff. So they have whole gangs of birds that live on them. Yeah. The fantasy robin magical. Control robin flight. Uh-oh, it's Flappy Birds. It's Flappy Birds. Oh, God. I was never very good at this game. I always hit the Flappy button too soon. I guess the robin is freeing the lions. That doesn't seem like a good idea, but you can fly away, so I guess you don't care. Yeah.
The robin flies to a small hill where the lion's family lives. The lion says, "My home is vast and boundless, and the whole prairie is my home." The robin shakes its head and flies away.
That's a little too big. I think the moral of the story is shaping up to be that you can't ask other people what's right for you.
Flies and finally it lands on the back of a rhinoceros.
You have to find out what's right for yourself.
Everyone travels with all sorts of strange questions inside, but after traveling far and long enough, the answer that everyone finds is that the truth is not far, for it lays within our very hearts.
Yeah.
Robin, what kind of home do you want? The robin says, "The home I want is..."
SCP-239, what are you doing? What's going on here? What's happening? SCP-239, we have to work and rest according to plan.
But
Alex, clear up the mess.
At once, Director.
SCP-239, this is all for your own good. You must be obedient and complete tomorrow's test. After that, I'll give you a gift.
A gift?
Yeah.
All right. Back to sleep now, SCP-239.
Yeah, that would be an interesting world of Lad if we actually lived in the Pokemon world. That would be something. Ah, over here. Okay. That world is interesting. I do like. I do like, to a small degree at least, the people who actually like stop and think about like what a world that have Pokemon in it would actually be like. Because it is a little interesting to think about, because when you have stuff like that happen, it would shape the formation of technology, and you know how our development would be different. You know, if you had all these Pokemon that could do all these amazing things, and all this technology we built around utilizing them and not needing to have all these machines, you know. So, you know, for your power plants, you would have, oh, Jesus.
Must be completed at once. The formal presentation is next week.
I'll see to it, Director. What shall we do with these creations of SCP-239?
Destroy them.
Oh my God. Look at all the stuff she made. So a lot of it's like a formless mass, but it looks like there's like a giant bird, maybe like a phoenix or something up there. Holy shit. She was getting a little too creative, I guess. Oh, all these robins. She made a lot of robins. Holy hell. Oh, but I guess that's what all that stuff is in there. It's just all robins, and she just made some giant ones. Holy shit. She made Zapdos and Articuno. But that's something I feel like people don't do properly most of the time, as this idea of how our world would be different if magic existed. I don't think that they properly consider like how our technological advancements would be different if we had access to magic. Well, hold on a second.
D6744 calling Bird's Nest. D6744 calling Bird's Nest. What the hell are these guys up to?
I think D&D did a pretty good job of it with Stormreach. But I think in general, people don't do a very good job of it.
The experimental site has been fully prepared. The report may begin at any time.
Excellent. If today's experiment goes smoothly, I will have full control over which plan. Go, check again to be sure that everything is in place. There can be no omissions.
At once, Director.
Yeah, one series I do enjoy in general is the Harry Potter series, but I do find that their conception of like what our world would be like if magic was real is really off and weird. I know I know it's more of like a teen and from small child to teen and its level of development, but
I have a word with you. Just one quick moment.
Dr. Pierce, as you can see, I'm very busy at the moment. We'll be presenting Witch Plan's progress to the O5 Council shortly.
Right, yes, that's just it. Listen, SCP-239's abilities are greater than you could ever imagine. She is infinitely more powerful now than when she was born. Your experimental procedures lack the proper controls. Any mistake, no matter how minuscule, could have irreversible consequences.
Dr. Pierce, let us not forget that it was your previous missteps that caused us to miss the ideal incubation period for SCP-239. If we don't cultivate her using my method, the window of opportunity will be closed for good.
But listen,
yeah, get them out again.
if you go about it using your method, you will repeat the accident that happened 7 years ago. You do remember, don't you? Heisenberg, Freeman, Claire?
Enough, Sean. Don't you dare bring up their names. Sean, the progress of civilization has always come with sacrifices. You don't get one without the other. To have the chance to harness the abilities of SCP-239, no price is too great.
Violet, you are playing with fire.
Dr. Pierce, it's time. I suggest you go to the first floor to get front row seats to civilization's next leap of progress.
Yeah.
Violet, listen to me. Violet!
To Violette, sir. Yeah, whose plan for raising a child was to just keep shocking them with higher doses of electricity until they do what you want. People will probably eat them too. True. And also true for what you said, Vlad. 100%. People are weird with Pokemon. I've seen smash or pass lists for Pokemon. It's just very disturbing. Apologies, Jesus. Test objective and time. Convert pure water into wine. Resurrect birds that have been dead for more than 12 hours. She can do both of those, but she did not create a fig tree or turn living things into molecules. But hey, making progress. But yeah.
I am Violette Tattoo, and this is the meter
hey, it's the bird resurrection.
Can you make it come out and play with us?
Good job.
Good, SCP-239. Very well done. Alright, let's continue with part 2. Now we need to
I
get
wonder why they chose not to give her a name.
Yes, a home. Just like in the storybook. The Robin needs a tree to call home. So let's give him a big tree.
Robin, home. Not the tree.
SCP-239, you just need to listen and follow my orders. Come on now. Let's give our good friend the Robin a big tree.
Home. Not tree.
What does she think its home is?
I need you to follow orders and make a tree. SCP-239, if you don't follow orders, there will be no more nice things for you. No toys, no storybooks.
Oh, don't, no, you're.
Back to that cold, ugly room. You don't want that, do you?
No. No.
You're letting your ambition get in your way there, Violet.
Everyone, no need to panic. This is all standard. SCP-239 will have a slight effect on the current when using her abilities. It's perfectly normal.
No, it's not. Oh, hey, the tree's growing though.
Very well done, SCP-239. Good. Perfect. As you can well see, under my guidance, SCP-239's abilities grow more and more powerful each
Okay,
day.
you can stop with the tree now.
Over time, we will expand the experimental content, and we will see even more advancements.
That's enough tree.
SCP-239, you can stop now. That's enough. Stop it, SCP-239. That's an order. Stop now.
Uh-oh. Too much tree. She broke containment. Uh-oh.
God damn it! Why won't it open? John? John!
Oh.
The backup door outside. Help me open it. Come on, quick!
Dr. Pierce sabotaged her. He locked the door so she couldn't get out. Oh. He's a piece of garbage. Even more than we thought. All right, yeah, okay. So here's a little bit of the SCP document for this SCP. For a long time now, new and ever more threatening SCPs have been emerging in every corner of the world. The Foundation has gone to great lengths to create more containment spaces to effectively contain them. However, the traditional methods of containment have proven unable to keep pace with the growing demands and crisis levels. In response to the urgency of the situation, the O5 Council instated a new containment approach in July of 2002. Rather than physical containment, the new approach seeks to harness SCP-239's reality distortion abilities to contain other SCPs. This project has been given the codename Witch Plan. At 2100 hours, October 22nd, 1998, a baby girl was born at Amarita Hospital in the southern suburbs of Little Rock, Arkansas. Her birth caused a great distortion of the space surrounding the hospital. Thigo-14, the black honey badger, the Foundation's mobile task force, rushed to the scene to contain the subject. The operation was successful but costly, with 15 agents killed and 2 seriously injured. In March 2000, some number of the O5 Council was put forward a plan of containing SCPs using SCP-239's reality distortion abilities, with SCP-239 at the core of the development concept. In July 2000, the plan was approved and codenamed the Witch Plan in internal files. And then they name a bunch of people who presumably are dead now because of what Dr. Pierce said earlier. Interesting. So yeah, we the person we saw their that picture several times of the black honey badger group.
Why won't it open? Sean? Sean! Sean! The backup door outside. Help me open it. Come on, quick!
Violet, I told you you were playing with fire.
Cut the bullshit and let me out. She's lost her mind. What are you doing? Open it! Open the damn thing!
No. No, Violet. I can't.
What? What do you mean?
SCP-239 is out of control. Why would I open the gate?
Well, because she can just smash through it anyway.
You're right, Violet. Victory comes to those who fight, and to those who last.
Talking crazy, Sean. This is not that. Open the fucking thing.
An accident of this magnitude. It's just what I need to prove myself.
Sean! Sean, don't think like that. We can work together. We'll do it your way. Your rules, your method. Whatever
Yeah,
you want.
just let me out.
We'll do... I know. I'll quit. I'll resign. Which plan is all yours?
I will use these learnings to improve the plan and equipment. I've never been so certain of success.
No, Sean. Let's not think like that. Let's talk things
I like those guys acting like I'm the nice and compassionate one here. I'm the guy who's just cool and awesome. It's like dude, you're talking about murdering your friend because you want to take over their experiment. The BioShock developers getting a chance to make an SCP game. That would be interesting to see. I think they could. I think they might be able to do it. I think with any SCP game like this, I think narrative and writing is very, very, very important. I do like the approach that this game has taken of being like an anthology type situation, where you just kind of get like a little bit of info about each of the SCPs and then you move to the next one or whatever. I like that approach. It's very interesting, but I would like to see one that's more a stronger narrative structure. A lot of the SCP games that exist are little snippets or like multiplayer games that are not about the narrative so much, just showing off the SCPs. But I would like to see some that were about certain like specific portions of the SCP universe.
So this is the witch plan, huh? Are we anything more than tools to you?
It's not about that. This is about saving the world. Either you fix this, or we're all screwed.
That's what I'm doing.
Then move your ass and do it already.
Yeah, suck my nuts. Quitting the Foundation was the best damn decision of my life.
Oh, he quit the Foundation. Interesting. So I know one of the big things, one of the big narrative things that happened with the witch girl was Dr. Clef, and he got her to help them contain another SCP, I think, but then something went wrong, and I think he drew up plans for neutralizing SCP-239, but I don't know that he ever went through with it. Yeah, this game's doing pretty well. It's the writing's a little it's okay, but it's pretty good for the most part. So I guess I have to link red to red and yellow to yellow. Is that what we're doing here? Okay. The story for this one's going pretty well, though. I like how they're doing the storytelling for this.
Not only better stimulating the potential of abnormal objects, but can also automatically turn on the respective electric field controlled, so long as the abnormal objects exceed the preset amplitude. This will ensure that the experiment is foolproof, with zero chance of runaway. The tragedy of Directed Tau 2 cannot be repeated. We must learn from our mistakes. We must not forget the enormous power of SCP-239. and we must treat security as a top priority. Otherwise, all of this will be for nothing. Do not forget the credence we live by. Secure, contain, protect. This we must uphold at every turn.
I don't know about this guy. But no, yeah, but to praise the game more because I said something that seemed kind of negative. The overall quality of this game is way better than most SCP games for sure. And you can tell, I feel like a lot of time and effort went into it, and they actually I think tell the story of these SCPs pretty well. Like I said, the story, the dialogue and stuff is maybe a little but the overall stories that they tell and what's going on is very interesting. I think the Hank was. I'll talk about more after I beat the game. How about that? Yeah. But for right now, yeah, I'll agree with you. It's a very high quality game for these SCP games. All right, let's see. Violette's death certificate. Cause of death: fractured skull and hemorrhagic shock. Amelia Joe also died. She was the assistant. Deceased: cause of death: progressive cervical hematoma. Lab 3003, sector site 17-3, used for experiment, was severely damaged. Undamaged equipment was removed after the accident. The roof of the lab was structurally damaged. It remained idle. It remained idle at the time of accident. No resulting collateral crash release or other types of containment damage recorded. Well, that's good. Other SCPs didn't get out because of her break to the ceiling, at least. Violet Tao, Witch Plan Director, been working on Demeter Plan in place of Dr. Sean Pierce's ARB plan since 2003. Demeter Plan's first public test at Site 17 Demeter was identified as the cause of the accident. Loss of control of SCP-239's abilities was the direct cause of the accident. According to the investigation, prior to the accident, no telekill headgear devices were installed around the experimental subject. Director Tatao did not initiate any contingency plans at the time of accident. The investigation team holds that there were design defects in the control variables surrounding the design of the Demeter plan. Because Director Violet Tatao could not effectively quantify the project controls, she assumes primary responsibility for the cause of accident. Well, she's dead, so I don't know how she assumes responsibility. You're giving her responsibility. Follow-up actions: the development of the witch plan will be delayed as a result of the accident. And Dr. I guess Pierce. No, Dr. somebody. Doesn't say who. Provide the referral for Violette will be held jointly reliable for resulting accident. And then some bunch of expunged stuff. Interesting. Outlast the SCP files. Oh, that would be that would be an interesting thing, yeah, too, Vlad. You could even have the same kind of setup, right, where it's a guy coming in with his video camera to document a breach, or even to document an SCP itself, because there's lots of SCPs. The most interesting things about them are their exploration logs, right? So just get one where there's a lot of room for interesting exploration documentation. There's lots of SCPs that would be good for that. The ghost ship one would be a really good one. I can't remember its name, but it's where a ship disappeared for a long time and then came back, and it was like completely horribly reality bended to an extreme degree. I think their ideas was that the ship had been attacked by a bunch of reality benders at some point. And they had caused some kind of weird anomaly on the boat. Anyway, Sean's reinstatement certificate. After deliberation, the L5 Council has decided to reinstate Dr. Sean Pierce as the principal investigator and development leader with B3 authority for the SCP-239 project. The ARB plan has been approved and authorized by the Council, and relevant work shall be carried out according to the set schedule. Yeah, that was probably not a smart move on your guys' part. Let's see, SCP. Okay, never mind. Sorry. 056 voted to instate the ARB development project. So did 07. So did 09. And 11 abstained. So the 05 Council is like the administrative, like they're like a Illuminati style group in charge of the SCP Foundation. And I think there's 13 of them. And their identity is never explicitly said for the most part. But I believe one of the, in the story of the Witch Girl, one of the 05 Council was Dr. Clef, I think.
I just want to talk.
Stay away.
What happened? It's not your fault.
That's a good chant. You die, die, you will all die. Yeah. So, it looks like she made like a giant heart out of the electrical circuit, electrical conduits in the building, or a giant brain, maybe.
I am Dr. Sean Pierce. December 25th, 2005. 1630 hours. This is the first experiment of ARP Plan 2.0.
Uh-oh.
SCP-239. We will repeat the previous tests first.
Experiment 1. Strength test. Pass rate of 95%.
Voltage strength 600 kilovolts. Power on. SCP-239. Crush the car in front of you.
Weird. So it's not even like a reinforcement thing, it's just that they shock her to make her do things. That's just insanely cruel. I can't imagine that would get approved. That doesn't seem like a good way to get someone to do something you want.
Go on.
Experiment 2. Control test. Pass rate of 87%.
Voltage strength 700 kilovolts. Power on. SCP-239. Put the fragments on the ground back together.
Jeez, that's just horrifying. Jesus, why would you? Like, why would you do that? She didn't do it. Oh, she did do it. Oh, I thought he meant actually like rebuild a car.
Experiment 3. Creation test. Pass rate indeterminate.
Voltage strength 800 kilovolts. Power on. SCP-239. Reassemble this junk into
That's
a
a
truck.
weird. That's a really horrifying way to.
Not some fancy replica.
It's like a really insanely horrifying way to
Very well done.
get a little girl to do what you want.
Don't you understand what I said? Reassemble that goddamn truck.
Jesus, dude.
Very well done.
Holy shit. What is wrong with you?
Experiment cannot be discarded halfway. Make it quickly. Just like what you did before.
I'm trying to get the timing down. This is insane.
Dr. Pierce, our equipment can't handle that much current.
Damn it. I'm the one who's in charge of this experiment. 950 kilovolts. Now. Power on.
Jesus, dude.
Afraid. Those eyes. Imagine. Imagine
Yeah, so in case her manner of speaking doesn't let you know, as it turns out, the electroshock style of teaching is not formed for a good basis of education. I don't think I could possibly do this right. Yeah, you're supposed to fail, Vlad. I think at least especially that last thing there. Obviously, I was not supposed to be able to do that, right? Was not. Yeah. I mean, very obviously, I was not supposed to be able to do that. Oh, Jesus Christ! Hey, little bit teddy bear. Oh, okay, so these monsters are Dr. Pierce, I think. That would be my guess. Or like, the representation of Dr. Pierce. We're trying to help you. I'm trying to help. The Dr. Pierce stuff is horrifying. Like, this guy's a monster. I can't. I know you have to have some level of being a sociopath to be a experimenter in this place, but like, even for this, it's ridiculous.
SCP-239 has subsided and is now beginning to dissipate. We have regained control.
Just hold on.
Again, a job well done. The synapse is now ready to be disconnected.
Can you just hold the fuck on and listen for a damn change?
What's the matter?
The problem hasn't yet been solved. She's still lost deep in her mental anguish.
That's not our concern. The crisis has been averted. Innumerable lives have been saved.
Maybe you should be your concern.
My mission's not complete until she is stable.
Do you want to do this again?
Compassion in times of desperation leads only to the destruction of yourself.
3 minutes. You owe me that much. For all this, you owe me. I can enter her subconscious and fix this. 3 minutes.
Very well. I'll disconnect the synapse in 3 minutes. If you're not back, then so be it. I will show no compassion.
Of course not. Just punch it until it works. That's how I fix things. Computer doesn't want to work? Just punch it. Eventually it'll fall online. Okay, well, that looks like a bad way, so we won't go there. Okay, now that's a... Oh, everywhere is a bad way. Okay. Oh, my. This must be where the empty bit... Yeah. That's what I was going to say. This seems to be where she was born. Where the MTF were all getting murderized. Okay. The puzzles you have to think about for a brief second, but they're not so insanely difficult that you can't just do them, which is nice. I do like that. The last game I was playing, where I just uploaded a recording of the what was it, the pay is nice or whatever, that game. That puzzle that they give you in that game is just so insanely convoluted and stupid. I don't know how they expect anyone to ever solve that, or even desire to solve it. Like, why would you make something that insane? Medical payment method: self-paying. Ah, no insurance. Nationality: American. Gravidity is 1. I'm not sure what that means. So she was admitted 3 days before her due date. So pretty much on time. Okay, oh man, all right.
Maternal dystocia, profuse bleeding, send to operating room now.
You could probably make the puzzles a little bit more difficult, but maybe the next couple ones will be. Oh, she sounded like she was having fun, as childbirth often is. It's a wonderful and grand time, and everyone has a lot of fun with it.
Team Honey Badger approaching target.
Oh, someone had a bad time.
Heart rate 100. Blood pressure normal.
Hemostat, gauze.
Target confirmed. Containment operations ready.
Excellent. Operation Witch Hunt commence.
Oh, that was Violette. So she was there at the birth as well. Interesting. Well, I told them they should get a little bit more difficult. So I guess they took me at my word on that one. Okay. Still not that hard.
Congratulations, a lovely princess with beautiful blue eyes. Have you thought of a good name for her?
She is my little angel. I name her
Seguros. Wonder what that means.
Target SCP-239 has been contained.
Thoughts on the new Silent Hill projects announced?
SCP-239! 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 SCP-239!
Yeah, they should give her a name and treat her like a person.
SCP-239! That's an order!
No,
SCP-239! That's an order!
she's anomalous, but she's still a person, you know.
SCP-239! Do as I say! SCP-239! Do as I say! Come on! Do it! Come on! Do it! SCP-239! SCP-239! SCP-239!
Don't blame yourself. None of this is your fault. Maybe you weren't meant for this world.
Close eyes. Imagine. Beautiful. Images. The robin says, the home I
But
want.
for the Silent Hill projects, I'm cautiously optimistic because at the end of the day, it's still Konami, and Konami is the worst.
Filled all the way with
But
beautiful star stickers.
it's nice that they're doing something with it besides pachinko machines.
Everywhere I go, they twinkle, twinkle like little eyes.
I think if Konami hands the series off to other people to make video games and just don't bother them, like if they were to give the Silent Hill series to like Kojima and say, make some video games, we're not going to bother you or give you any mandates, we're just going to let you make what you want to make, that would be cool. But if they have any, if a Konami management has any fingers in the game at all, it's going to be a disaster. So we'll see.
I will not be yelled at. I will not be punished. I can sing as much as I like. I hope so much to live here forever.
Yeah.
My home Seguros' home.
Yeah. That sounds great.
Oh, my head.
Take a deep breath. Just some minor side effects from the force disconnection.
She's not coming back.
What?
In the end, she chose to shut off her subconscious. She'll sleep forever, like a plant.
Maybe that's for the best. Anyways, our primary concern is the incident report. It'll require some brainstorming.
Not my concern.
I'll arrange for someone to take you back. See you on the next mission.
Not in this lifetime.
He has powers. Haha. No, but oh, we read everything. Hooray. So yeah, so that's what ended up happening with her and her SCP documentation too was they tried to use her to help contain other SCPs and things got out of hand and the eventual plan was just to keep her in a coma forever because it was too dangerous to let her walk around conscious. Like it was just a matter of time until some other incident would happen. Yeah. As of 2000 and whatever, whenever this last thing happened that we just experienced, subject is to be kept in a medically induced coma until further notice. This decision was made by who knows. Yeah, I think SCP-40, the D class that we were controlling, I think he was Dr. Clef. Potentially, maybe. Or maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, here's Dr. Clef's report. My analysis of the situation has led me to the conclusion that SCP-239 is an unacceptable containment and security risk. Though several proposals have been made, RE using her for containing other SCPs, the example of SCP-953 and others must serve as a stark reminder of the risks of overestimating the Foundation's ability to control SCPs with reality-altering powers. I would therefore like to make the following proposal. A piercing implement will be constructed of SCP-148, capable of penetrating SCP-239's otherwise impenetrable skin. This tool will be used to kill SCP-239 while she is asleep and her powers are neutralized. Because of the danger SCP-239 awakening and resisting termination, it is my recommendation that the selective operative to carry SCP-668 as well in order to minimize complications. One of the dangers of this procedure is the possibility that SCP-239 will awaken and perceive the operator as a friend or good person, thus changing reality to match. It is for this reason that I would like to volunteer to carry out the procedure personally. A review of my personnel file should indicate that my data expunged should allow me to carry out the operation even after a reality shift of this nature. So yeah, that's Dr. Clef. Yeah, he has a history of neutralizing and destroying other SCPs, and specifically reality benders. And they talked about making a stabbing implement out of what was it, SCP-148. SCP-148 is a metal that resists reality benders and is very good at damaging reality benders because it can't be adequately shifted. Anyway, here, let me see what you guys said here. Can imagine Konami ever giving up Silent Hill or Metal Gear unless they that. Yeah. Yeah, Vlad. I don't think that they would ever give up Konami. I don't think Konami would ever give up Silent Hill or Metal Gear, like you said, but I think they would farm out game development to companies. Do you know that? You know what I'm saying? And that would be my preferred thing going forward. Would be they hand the thing over to another company and say, you do your thing, and then give us the game. then let us publish the game, and that'll be it. Bluebird team, but I really liked Observer. Observer was nice. Specs, yeah. I played I only played a couple hours of it, but what I played was very good. The guys who made the Observer, I have a indie game first look, I think, for Observer on my YouTube channel, because the people who made that game gave me a review copy of it to go over. But yeah, Observer was nice, which is good because it was like the last project that Rutger Hauer worked on before he died. So it would have been really tragic if it was like just a shit show. But it was good. I liked what they did with it. I think oh, you found me through Silent Hill 2, Smex? Yeah, that was quite I made that quite a while ago. Yeah, I think that was one of my better video series, though. I agree. But yeah, I'll have to look up more details on that. I just heard that there's going to be new Silent Hills. I didn't hear any of the details, like that the Bloober team was working on it. So, but yeah, I think in general, Konami should just own the IP and have other people do stuff with it and not interfere with what they're trying to do, because their management is completely incompetent. Well done, young man. Thank you, Dr. Auer. With the reality distorting anomaly classified as Keter, it would seem keeping the subject in a state of comatose was the only viable solution. Right, this place is not what I thought it was. Oh my god, stop typing. I'm still learning to understand and abide by the rules. Look, see all this? This all should have been one message. This should have been all one message. All you're doing typing out like this is giving this other person a chance to interject in between your thoughts without giving you a chance to finish. I handed this task to you. I was frankly rather worried about whether or not you would be able to complete it. It seems you are ready. Ready for what, sir? Carl, someone wants to talk to you. Oh god. Hello, Carl. Unknown lady? Who are you? Doesn't matter who I am. What matters is, who are you? Carl is just a name, a symbol. I am the one who will guide you to the answers. Oh god. This is unnecessarily cryptic. What should I do? Tell me. Give me guidance. First, you will need to complete some warm-up exercises. Take the elevator to floor... I didn't quite finish reading. I think floor 15. Take the elevator to sector B24. Can do. But first, the bathroom. Okay, never mind. Do you like that around the same time as the big Silent Hill Direct, Kojima hinted his next big horror game as a horror game? Yeah, Vlad. That's why I mentioned him again, because I knew PT was supposed to be him handling the Silent Hill series, right? And he's constantly been talking about, wanting to do a horror game and wishing he could do a horror game and wishing that he could have made what he wanted PT to be. But we'll see. We'll have to see how he if that is what it is, because I think him and Guillermo del Toro were wanting to work together on the horror game. I know Guillermo is still down for it. He definitely wants to do it, and he and Kojima were working together for Death Stranding, so they have been working together. So it's just a matter of whether they want to continue on with that horror game that they were both willing to make together. PT was the epitome of a tease, definitely. Yeah, no, PT was definitely a show that I think if they just let Kojima do what he wanted to do with it, he could make something really awesome. But we'll have to see if that's gonna ever happen. Even if he wants to make his own thing, I think he could do what lots of people do, where they like, technically we all know it's a Silent Hill game, even if it's not called Silent Hill. Maybe he'll just go forward with that direction if it doesn't work out with Konami, but we'll see. Amnestic registration forms. Kate Lawrence, Sophie Marr, Sebastian Shaw. Alpha, Beta, Omega. Ooh. So the amnestics, the Alpha, Beta, or Omega, the difference is the degree to which they do a mind wipe and how far back they go. So I think Omega is like decades. So I wonder what the hell he needed to get wiped from his mind that go back that far. Bread ads. Multigrain toast, healthy eating, live well? What the fuck? Don't bake bread in the lounge. Don't you feel nausea yet? 0426. I guess that's a door code. I think one more thing. Phone? Phone? Oh.
You'll have to follow my instructions. Do exactly as I say. There is an access card on the desk. Take it and exit through the door on the other side.
Oh, there it is. I know, I found it. I found the note already. Yeah, sure. Employee name. I have level 3 site clearance. Holy shit. I'm moving up in the world. And my camera is broke. Okay, there we go. I can look up again. My camera was broken very briefly. Kira Yamaoka for their game. Yeah, I know. I know, Vlad. That would be amazing. He is definitely an amazing composer. I do wish that he wasn't the one responsible for the Silent Hill games these days, but because I think while he's an amazing composer, he doesn't understand the lore as well as he should to be in charge of the series. But you know, I think he's unfortunately just a figurehead for Konami to give legitimacy to the games that they're making. If I had to be honest. Because yeah, I didn't like Origins or Homecoming and all that stuff, and those were all ones where they said that he was the guy leading everything. I don't think he was for those games. Maybe he was, but I felt more like I said, like they let him do the music and they just credited him to make the game seem legitimate. But yeah, no, I loved his music in for Silent Hill 3. Especially music for Silent Hill 3 especially was really just chef's kiss. Even though the lady who sings those songs, whose name I can't remember now, she's a real piece of garbage. But the songs themselves are nice. SCP 426. Which one was that? 426. I guess we'll find out here in a second. Oh, that's cool, Billy. Vlad, you make music. That's cool. I never had the patience to learn how to make music properly. I played the bass guitar for quite a while, but like I said, I just don't have the patience for all the music theory and stuff. It's all very complex. Anyway, let's see. All non-level D staff covered in this manual have had their identities obscured. The events recorded in this manual can be accessed via the digital library. Use of this manual is covered by the confidentiality clause. Any staff found in breach of the clause will be subject to immediate demotion. That means they'll kill you. Confirm? Sure. Oh, this is the it's the SCP that's a video game, right? That's the RPG, right? Or the what is it? The what the hell do they call it? Some clever thing about stories. It's like an RPG or something. Test subject D081 was named Jason Grius and is a 28-year-old black male in good health with no history of mental illness. He was sentenced to life imprisonment for murder. Nicknamed Chimney. His psychological condition was normal before he entered site, whatever. However, he developed negative and pessimistic tendencies. Oh god, I can't make it go any faster, I don't think. I'm sorry. Oh no, there we go. If I hold E, it goes faster. However, he developed negative and pessimistic tendencies. Yeah, almost severe symptoms of nicotine addiction. Physical examination records showed that D081 did not acquire any physical disabilities. Jaded, skeptical, and exhausted. Life and living are tough. When being awake and asleep, I think is what that's supposed to say, are no longer regular, only the number of cigarettes left can give me a general sense of time. Only smoking can get me out of bed. Wow, that's some severe nicotine addiction. Holy shit. Mary McGlynn. Mary McGlynn was like very, very strongly backing the Silent Hill HD collection, and she did a lot of shit talking of the original Silent Hill 2 voice actors who didn't want to be part of the project, and were trying to get compensation for the game coming out. She shit talked a lot of them, and she was just generally shitty about the whole situation and pretty awful, and basically played the mouthpiece for the company during the whole debacle. So she just showed that she wasn't a very good person. And that's about it. D081. Why do they give us something that we don't even have a chance to use? One small single bed, but cozier than the one in jail. Hell yeah, use a toilet. No, can't. He didn't even provide the mirror, but I don't need to see my face. Yeah, it's time to escape. No. Okay. So that's an electrical outlet? I suppose? Can I just go to sleep then? Oh, I got my cigarette pack. Hell yeah. Need to smoke on the toilet. Soulmate, at least you're still alive. That's right, man. I've been paying attention, you know. I can feel your life energy. That's disturbing. What? Not just yours, but all lives. The transitions that happen. Making the most of life transitions is a beautiful thing, and they exist in abundance here. What the fuck are you talking about? They always lead to unknown opportunities where everything is uncertain. I can see the man-made chaos, distorted by another force that can't be called life. Idiot. Anyway, at least you're still alive. Yeah, what a great ending. I agree, sir. Your life is completely made up of crapping on the toilet while smoking. Time for my task. Let me finish up the cigarette. Come on, give me a break. I always follow orders, don't I? I can't even smoke anymore? Hurry up. Damn it. Can't even smoke in peace around here. Yeah, like I said, it's a general... Sorry, there was a bug in here. Apologies. Yeah, it's like it's just a general ability of, you know, separating the art from the artists, you know. Hey Chimney, one cigarette and I'll tell you about the task today. Good deal, right? Save it, man. Come on, we should be helping each other out. You fucking playing with me? What's the point of knowing? I still have to do it. Come on, man, don't be stingy. You never run out of cigarettes. You're Andy, right? Yes, I'm Andy. Andy, you sure there's Andy, you sure there's tunnel behind that poster? Kidding me? It's a steel wall. Come on, just one cigarette. I have important information about the task. Don't believe you. So his reference, he was referencing the Shawshank Redemption there, with Andy Dufresne having the girly poster on the wall with the tunnel behind it. It's away from me, man. Fair enough. What are you doing? I have no idea, but obviously we have a glass of lemonade. Oh, we need a glass of lemonade. Lemonade. Lemonade, sweet but sour, quenches your thirst and clears your mind. Everyone needs a glass of lemonade, whatever the season. You cutting your arm with that knife? Forget about that. I'm talking about lemonade. Do you like lemonade? Yeah, lemonade, sure, but you're gonna need a treatment for that arm. Doesn't matter. Lemonade. We need more lemonade. He's out of his mind. Dude's done gone crazy. Maybe his blood is lemonade now. Oh, man, that would be amazing. Just bleed lemonade everywhere. Get a security check. What can you detect in this thing anyway? No weapons, no metal, no smoking in the observation room. No smoking? Got something against me, huh? Shows my hands. Can't even smoke in the observation room. You guys suck. Ooh, Dr. Havel. Where's your armor set and the dragon's tooth weapon? That's a Dark Souls reference. D081. I can hear you. What do you want me to do this time? There's a room at the bottom floor. Your task is to enter the room and observe the object on the table. Come back and report your findings. Once you complete the observation, do you understand? SCP Foundation is full of fucking freaks. Indeed. Truer statement has never been said. SCP Roblox? Yeah, I realized. Yeah, like I said, there is an SCP that's a video game. I wish I could remember which one it was, but it's like an RPG. Where it's like some kind of AI or something that they contain within the confines of a video game. And I can't remember which one it is. Anyway, they can't make this something less gross. Yeah, they've consistently changed the scope of the gameplay throughout this game, so it's fairly interesting. Like the one for Here Be Dragons was a rhythm game. This painting is called Los Angeles at 4 a.m. Interesting. This is the Sphinx's new enigma, waiting for you to solve it. This is a poster of an opera. These freaks watch opera. No, that was the Hank King's play from earlier in the game. Oh God, it's the toaster. Are you kidding me? Yo, doctor, hello? Can you hear me? There's nothing wrong, right? Oh God, it's the toaster. I think this is this the object that can only be described by the things that it's not? Looks like what I need to observe is in here. What the hell is this? I'll have a cigarette first. Where are my cigarettes? They'll never guess where I hid my cigarettes. Oh my God. Where did you hide your cigarettes? Damn, that's good. Okay, I'll return to the dock. That was a loading screen. What the hell is... Did I ever have a chance to check out Omari? The name is familiar, but I have not played it, I don't think. I can't remember what kind of game that is. You can start reporting. Well, on the table, I'm a toaster. Oh, it's a thing where you have to no, it's not a thing that you can't describe it by what it. You can only describe it by what it's not. It's the thing that you have to. You always talk about it like it's the first person. That's right. The whole SCP article is like that too. That's right. It's a toaster where if you ever talk about it, you talk about it like it's the first person. Okay. I'm about 7 inches wide and 6 inches tall, and I'm made of stainless steel. Anything else? What else? I'm not sure what else you want me to say. Anything else? I'm not sure what else you want. Okay, oh, I'm a toaster. Put bread in my slot, and I'll make a perfect fucking piece of toast. Good. You can go back to your room now. Good. What did I just say? Loading screen. Hi. Just going back to my room, dude. Chill. A chimney. Something different. Some wonderful smell on you. What is it? I sense it now. You're going to experience a new life. A different kind of existence. Shit, that sounds fucked up, man. Yeah. You've changed. You are no longer bound by limitations. There's no beginning and no end. Only chaos. Can you shut up? Is this the end of a life? I don't know. Maybe you're evolving. Maybe I'm a toaster now. I'm not even trying to understand what you're saying. You're feeling different right now, right? I do feel strange. I think I'm just tired. Life needs motivation. Maybe you just need a cigarette. Cigarette? No. I don't need a cigarette. I need to charge up. Because I am a toaster. I'm a toaster. I need to be plugged in to start working. Wow, I am a toaster. It feels so good. What was I doing? I need to charge. Yes, I gotta charge myself up. I am a toaster. Toaster, I am. Damn, there's no plug. They gave me all these cigarettes, but no plug. Maybe I can make one myself. Out of the cigarettes, of course. Got a wire. Got a piece of iron pipe. Got a piece of cloth. Need to figure out how to make a plug. Choose 2 from 4. I guess the pipe and the wire? Good, this is it. I can't wait to charge up. Oh god. Hey, this can't possibly go wrong, right guys? We're a toaster. We love electricity. Test report. D081 observed SCP-426 closely for about 30 minutes. During questioning, he could only provide the first-person description of SCP-426. D081 returned to his cell and began experiencing hallucinations, believing he was a toaster. D081 died of electrocution after plugging in a self-made metal object into a socket because he felt he required charging. Poor 081. The test subject D082, named Dorothy Wilson, 65-year-old white female with no history of mental illness. Her psychological evaluation results were unknown when she entered Site Something. The analysis shows that she is mentally strong and resistant to interrogation. She has caused several cellmates to commit suicide and several guards to betray the Something prison institution. D082 was diagnosed with lymphoma cancer before she was recruited by the Foundation. She was cleared for testing after we confirmed that her lymphoma cancer would not affect her SCP-426 test. What happened, dear? I fell asleep. Sorry, maybe I misheard you were shouting, but you were shouting. Oh, how rude of me. What was I yelling about? Every time I fall asleep, I think I'll never wake up again. You were yelling, bread, give me bread. I dreamt about my children. Whenever I think of them, it fills me with regret for what I did. 7 months ago, I was diagnosed with cancer. Oh God, I'm sorry to hear that, Mrs. Wilson. I made a lot of mistakes in my life. Came here on my own free will. You know, I think this is kind of a redemption. Oh, sorry, we can't chat anymore. I can tell you more about my children next time. Okay, so she through sheer influence of her words caused people to kill themselves. Interesting. I wonder if she was a psychologist. Omori. I'm not sure. I guess I have to look it up and see. I've heard of the name, but I can't think of what kind of game it is. Time for your task. Hello, young man. You don't look very happy today. What happened? Not going back to the empty room for another day, am I? I know I shouldn't complain, but it's awfully boring. Don't mind me nagging. You know I don't have much time left. Okay, so I think she's already been exposed to 426 several times. Because she's having dreams of where she's talking about her children, but they're pieces of toast, because toast are the children of a toaster, obviously. Seems like you don't want to talk today. I wouldn't talk to her either with her record. I would not say a single word to that woman. Like, you just keep on saying your bullshit, and I'm not going to respond. Good morning, Dr. H. T082. My dear, you can call me Dottie. You will be in the innermost room today. Your task is to observe the object on the table. Come back here and report your findings. Cough. He has the cough. You should really be more clear about these tasks, but this one sounds simple enough. Just as well, I might not be able to stand for too long. Oh my, what a terrible smell. Why don't they use a nice lavender scent? Because that wouldn't be a proper disinfectant. What is this thing down here? It's like a broken glass or something. Looks familiar. I'm sure the room was empty I was in. I'm sure the empty room I was in before is just next door. I remember I need to observe. Yes, just observe. Don't eat the toast. Don't do it. Oh, is that my tinnitus flaring up? Or did I just hear something wonderful? You can start your report. To be honest, I'm not sure I'm not sure this is what you need, dear. Start your report. Well, I'm a toaster about this wide and this high. Oh, my youngest daughter uses the same model as me. Oh, I'm teal green. I think I look good in this color. Yes, I like this coat of paint. I think I can still work. What else? That's all I can say. Sorry, I'm not as observant as I used to be. Good, you can go back to your room now. Thank you. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah. Go back to my room, be a toaster. Making toast in my room. Dear, what's bothering you? Women shouldn't be here, especially at your age. That's sexist. Think a woman can't be a prisoner? Hey, Mrs. Wilson, how are you feeling? I don't know. I mean, how are you feel after that task? Oh, I feel not too bad. Yes, I feel like I'm good. That's great, Mrs. Wilson. To be honest, I was a little worried. I feel good. I feel great. Yes, wonderful. I have to do something. What do you mean you have to do something? Mrs. Wilson? Mrs. Wilson? You know what? There's been a little voice in my head. I think it's time for me to fulfill my duty. I'm a toaster. Time to get to work. There was a piece of bread on her bed, by the way. Oh no, she succumbed. She succumbed to the toaster. There's not enough bread to toast. Maybe I should return the stolen access card under the pillow. We have a stolen access card. Hell yeah. Let's go get some more bread to toast. Hell yeah. Give me that bread. Work, work. Bread, bread. Toast, toast, toast the bread. Toast, toast, toast the bread. Toast the bread. Make it toast. Toast any kind of bread that there is. Hell yeah. Toast that bread, lady. I assume I don't know if I want to speculate on where she's sticking all this bread. Bread, bread, work, work. This is not enough. I can toast more. Bread, bread, work, work. This is not enough. I can toast more. But for me, I'm the best model ever made. Yeah. Look at all those toast slots. Oh, God. Oh, no. Are the prisoners in Excel so you can work Foundation? I don't know, Vlad. Some of the D classes are SCPs themselves, so I don't know if that guy is maybe some kind of SCP himself. Maybe he's got some. Maybe all of his. He does have some special insight about the people around him, and he's able to sense life. Oh my God. More toast. I need more toast. Need more toast. I need more toast. I need more toast. I can make more toast. Just keep shoving more bread. Why is the bread taking so long to toast? I don't know. That's crazy. Should be done by now. The higher layer some toaster. Well, she did her job a little too well, Vlad. D082 observed the object closely for X number of minutes. 5 minutes later, she could only provide the first-person description of SCP-426. D082 began to develop hallucinations 50 minutes after returning to her cell. She believed she was a toaster, and that she needed toast bread. She died of internal bleeding due to acute gastric dilation. The autopsy found 16 kilograms of undigested bread in her stomach. Holy shit. 16 kilograms of bread? Jesus, that's a lot of fucking bread. Oh my God. Hey Starbane, yeah. I told Darkness I would either stream Tuesday or Friday. I didn't get to stream Tuesday, so it's Friday. So I'm streaming. Yeah, but yeah, this doesn't imagine a toaster can toast however many kilograms, 16 kilograms of toast, or 13, however much it was, all at once. That's a lot of toast. You think you need that much toast? They'll give it to you. Okay. 083, named Adam Moria, is 38-year-old white male with no history of mental illness. Sentenced to life imprisonment for murder. Psychological evaluation results show that he had irritable, violent, and manic tendencies before entering the site. D083 yelled, "I'm a toaster. My insides need to be cleaned," after coming into contact with SCP-426 some number of times. He then swallowed 550 milliliters of dishwashing liquid and fell into a coma. It's uncertain at this time whether the effects of SCP-426 are still active. Observation is still underway. Damn it. Fuck all of you. Oh, hey, he's out of his coma. You're awake. Get yourself ready for the lab. What the hell am I doing here? What did you do to me? No one has done anything to you. That's convincing. Do you think I'm a fucking idiot? After the task, you drank industrial-strength dishwashing liquid. Ha, what the hell are you talking about? Don't fuck with me. I'll kick your goddamn ass. DOA3, what are you? What? What are you? I'm your fucking grandpa, that's what I am. I'm gonna knock out your teeth with my fucking one. This guy's cursing a lot. DOA3, come out and get ready for the lab. The toasterness has dissipated. Why am I dizzy? Don't feel right. Feels like part of my brain is missing. Like I'm.
am a toaster. I am a toaster. I am a toaster.
I am a toaster. Am a toaster. Word of advice, watch out for the dude next door. He's been staring at your ass. Toasters have no ass. Hi, cutie. Take this pocket right here, and your life will be all peaches and cream. Yeah, I don't like that. Don't say that to me again. I am a toaster. Yeah. What are we gonna observe in the room? We're already here. Tick tock, tick 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 tock, tick 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 tock. 283, what are you? Feeling dizzy with a headache. I'm a good toaster. I'm already toaster. I can't observe a toaster in the room because I am a toaster. Fuck, my head hurts. Where am I? I should be. I've been so confused lately. 083. Hey, you old fucker. Remember what you did after your last task? 283. Are you willing to reobserve the test object? Listen here, I ain't gonna do shit no more. Just kill me now, you bastards. Fuck, my head's gonna explode. Shit. Guard, send 083 back to his room for observation. Yes, doctor. Damn it, I had enough, you old fucker. I won't do this anymore. The 083, return to living quarters. Okay. No, I was going to go where the toaster is because I'm a toaster. I should be with the toaster. Shit, what's wrong with me? I shouldn't be like this. I should be...
I am a toaster. I am a toaster. I am a toaster. I am a toaster.
Yeah. T083, do you have anything to report? Come on, man, I'm broken. Broken? The doctor wants to know how you're feeling. I'm definitely broken. I don't think I can toast any more bread. Bread? Do you have a screwdriver? There's something seriously wrong with me. Do you need to go to the clinic? Open the door. I need to be fixed. Oh my god. Bread! I think he's made out of bread. I'll try to toast this bread. That way I'll know if I'm really broken. Damn it, let go of me. There's something wrong with me. This is bad. Oh no. I am a toaster. 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 Really, Vlad? Did you have a lot of swearing in Thanksgiving? Stop everything now. We can kill you now. I'm broken. 283, what are you? I'm not a good baby bear toaster. Guards, I can't toast anymore, but I can fix myself.
I am a toaster. I am a toaster.
With this screwdriver. Oh my god, he's disemboweling himself. Oh my god, he disemboweled himself trying to fix himself with a screwdriver. They can't even... Yeah, these guys can't even fight a toaster. Jeez. Doesn't even have the arms. After previous observation experiment was interrupted, D083 claimed that he was a baby bear toaster and suffered from internal damage. He requested repairs. On the way to the clinic, D083 behaved aggressively and attacked the guard with a lethal weapon. He cut open his abdomen and claimed there was breadcrumbs jammed inside. D083 eventually died of excessive bleeding. Item 426, Object Class Euclid. Special containment procedures. I have to be locked in the room without any windows so that nobody can see me. The door to my room must be labeled without my ID number and personal details to prevent the spread of the symptoms. Only staff at level 3 or above are aware of my existence and particularly of my properties. Description. Hello, I am SCP-426. I must be introduced this way in order to prevent ambiguity. I am an ordinary toaster, able to toast bread when supplied with electricity. However, when any human being mentions me, they inadvertently refer to me in the first person. Despite all attempts, there is yet to be any way to speak or write about me in the third person. Nice mix. Very nice. After conducting several tests with level D prisoners, the Foundation has determined that SCP-426 causes severe mental harm to humans. It has henceforth been defined as an info hazard. Thank you for reading the SCP-426 Safety Manual. Secure, contain, protect. Yeah, so I assume that they had to make sure we were ready for it, because even reading about this thing is an info hazard, right? Because now you're gonna start thinking that you're a toaster.
Carl, next comes the final choice.
Ooh, the final choice.
There are 2 doors in front
Oh
of
God.
you. One red, one blue.
One goes to the rabbit hole.
If you want to give up and leave, go through the red door. The past few months will have been like a dream. You will remember nothing after waking. And this road
Go through the blue. Go through the blue door, and I'll show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
The Matrix.
Or stay. The choice is your own.
It's literally the line from the Matrix. You stay in Wonderland, and I'll show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Oh Jesus, that's good. I like it. Let's go. Let's go full rabbit hole up in this bitch. Yeah, toasters don't decide what door to go into. I just go through whatever door has the toast, man, or the bread rather. You don't need a toast. You toast bread.
Good job, Carl. I'm glad
Thank you.
made it through. Have you ever felt like there were memories in your head, things you never
Am I about to stick my hand into a mirror and wake up in a sewer?
They're your actual memories. Carl, you are not a rookie at all. You are a member of Mega 5. You always have been.
Really?
Is Marion Wheeler, captain of Mega 5.
Oh.
Welcome back, Gardener Carl.
Oh, did we have a run-in with the plague doctor? 55. Oh no. Is that why we lost our memories? Did he do something to us? Yeah, I think that group's an MTF where everyone is a super powerful modified person of some sort. I cannot recall for 100% though. Yeah, SCP-55. SCP-55 is a self-keeping secret or an anti-meme. Information about his physical appearance as well as his nature, behavior, and origin is all self-classifying. Okay, so it's a thing where you can't... Okay, so it's a thing where you can't know anything about it for very long. Now the game changes into a dating sim. That would be something. That would be something, Vlad. Yeah, that's the obvious next step. Next step is it for this game to turn into a version of Doki Doki Literature Club. Okay, so yeah, SCP-55 is the thing where where it can only be described by what it's not. That's the one I was thinking of earlier. Is SCP-55. It's a anti, like I said, like I said, it's an anti-meme, so you can't describe it in any way that can be remembered. So that you have to just describe it in a way of all the things that it's not. Game Zoo Studio is a new indie game studio, and this is our first title. Wow. Put our blood, sweat, and tears into the game over the past 3 years to bring something different to the players. This is our first title. Your feedback, ideas, and suggestions are very important. Nice. No, yeah, I think this is a good first outing for sure. They did a nice job of showing the SCP Foundation. And it looks like they're gonna have expansions. Because this is only a small portion. It's only a small portion of the slot. There's still many slots that are open. All files have been unlocked. Stories may not be accessed and replayed individually through files in the main menu. Okay. I was kind of wanting to just do the last choice, to be honest with you. Doesn't look like I can, though. Let's see if I start back at the very beginning or if I can just start the door. Yes, you are now a toaster. You must find bread. Okay, so I can't do the other endings quickly, so I will instead trying to find where someone else has done it. The red door ending. Here we go. So I'm not sure. This is from a channel by the name of King of the Ducks. So go give them an upvote. Even though the video quality is really horrible. That's okay. That's fine, King of the Ducks. We can all have top of the line computers like me. Oh, if you go through the red door. Oh no, you see the toaster. Oh no.
Okay. This is strange.
I'm Carl Estana. I'm preparing my dissertation in a restaurant on L Street. The pies here are total shit. Like a pile of vomit wrapped in wax. Suddenly the kitchen of the restaurant exploded because of a gas leak. The explosion sent me flying out of the restaurant, all the way to the other side of the street. I ended up in a coma, stuck in a hospital bed for several months. The doctor told me that the explosion caused severe damage to my brain and would result in occasional memory disorders, but he said I'd be fine outside of that. Okay, so yeah, they gave us so they did what they said they were going to do. They gave us the amnestics, and made up a cover story for why we were why we didn't remember the last however long we had been working there. Okay. Oh no, I hear it too, Vlad. It was there. The toaster song was there for sure. Humble flex. What did I do? What did I do? Oh, my computer is awesome. Yeah, my computer is awesome though. Although the stream today has not reflected that. I know it's been a little bit jittery. It has to have been. However, I was uploading a video file that was taking way too long. Yeah, the toaster song is a song for toasters. obviously. But anyway, yeah. So this was an unusual late night stream. Took way longer than I thought it was going to. I probably could have just did made it a whole stream for a weekend, but that's okay. Here shortly. Well, maybe not to shortly, but sometime tomorrow or today for some of you guys, I will have a video for the Ghost Train by Chilla's art up and ready to be seen. It's still processing right now. So it'll be ready in like an hour or two probably. But yeah. So I'll have that out, and I think I guess before I say something to do for this weekend, do any of you have any suggestions for games that you think would be cool to do next? Because I am open. One of you mentioned Omori. Oh yeah, I have that game. I have Omori. Yeah, yeah. I've not. I don't think I've ever seen anything from it or played it, but I have it. Yeah. Yeah. So my thoughts were that the Dark Horse Anthology Productions or whatever, the guys who made like is it Dark Horse? No, it's no, who what company was it? I can never keep in my head who the hell makes these games. Sorry. Oh, I thought I had the game. Oh shit, I don't. The Quarry is what I was talking about. Who makes all these games? Supermassive and 2K Games makes these. I thought there was some name for like the production company. That wasn't one of those two things. Because there's like a whole anthology of other things that they've made, right? Dark Pictures Anthology. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's the name of the anthology, not the company that made it. Okay. So people have told me the Quarry is good. I've found the other ones to be fairly cheesy. They've been getting more and more cheesy and weird as it's been going on. So I'm not 100% on it. And I thought I had the Quarry, but I don't, and I can't afford to buy a game right now. Unfortunately. Oh, that puts a damper on that. If it was next week, I could. I've got way too many games, so it's not an issue of options. It's just an issue of picking one. Excuse me. Like I said, I have all of the Chilla's Arts games. I have every single one. And I have a bunch of other ones too. Yeah, I don't know if I should just continue with the horror stuff. You only play Until Dawn. Yes, Mex. Oddly enough, Until Dawn's the one I haven't played. I bought it for PS4, and then we sold our PS4. So I still have a sealed PS4 copy of Until Dawn on my shelf over here that I've never even opened because we got rid of our PS4 before I got the chance to play it. But it's on PC now, so I have no excuse not to anymore. I just haven't got around to it. But I have heard it's really good. Have I played the recent Puppet Combo joint? I don't think so. I've heard that it came out. Which one was it? Is it the Night Ripper? Night at the Gates of Hell. It's not on their website. No, I haven't even seen anything about this. It's Torture Star Video. It's not. Yeah, it's not Puppet Combo. It's Torture Star Studio, which I think is they're technically the same group, right? Is that how that works? I know there's some connection between the two, right? No, yeah, it's on Steam, but it's not under Puppet Combo. It's under Torture Star Video. But like I said, I think they're like the same thing technically. There's just I'm not sure what the difference is between the two. Cause yeah, stay out of the house. God, stay out of the house and all that other stuff that are Puppet Combo games are all on here. So I don't know if they've just changed their name or what. Yeah, because Bloodwash is there and Search Party and all of that stuff. So. Hope I don't have it. Yeah, I've had it explained to me a long time ago, but I can't remember exactly how it works. What the hell is that? That was a fun game. I think there's been an update for that actually for House, where you can play as the little sister. Anyway, I'll I don't know. I'm actually super tired now, and I my brain is not working properly. But I'll think of something. Like I said, it's not for want of lack of games. Do I have a Patreon? Can people support me? No, and I don't have any way right now. The best ways are to just like videos, comment on videos, and that kind of stuff. You know, typical please the algorithm stuff on YouTube. I do have the ability for memberships here on YouTube, but I have to get the all the emotes and stuff made before they will approve it. But I do have the capacity to have memberships, and they have gifted memberships now on YouTube as well. So all that stuff can happen. So yeah, and I have to work out. I've been being lazy about it, but I need to talk to somebody else that I know who does this for like a kind of sort of living, and talk to them about how to form a company to handle all the finances and stuff, because it gets too complicated if you try to make it like a personal thing. he has to get like an LLC and all that stuff set up. It's a whole bunch of technical stuff. I won't get too deep into it, but there's a lot to it because of taxes. The tax man. Government wants their taxes, damn it. But thank you for asking though. I do appreciate it. But at the moment, yeah, I don't feel like I make content consistently enough to ask people for money. I am part-time at the moment. Yeah, Smex, typical government. They want money to do things like upkeep roads and maintain fire departments and stuff. Bunch of leeches. That's a joke. It's a joke, by the way. I don't think that about the government. Don't come and get me, FBI agents. I that was a joke. I don't know. Yeah, we love you, government. Big Brother is the best. Woo. Anywho, we'll figure out tomorrow. How about that? Everyone can join the stream tomorrow, and we'll all have a good old sit down gathering, and we'll all figure out what video games tomorrow. That's what will happen. Goodbye, bot. Don't even link. You don't even link to anything anymore. It's just sad. Yeah. For everyone, even if you are a toaster, you can't take like 13 kilograms of bread. That's too much bread. You can take like two or three slices at the most. Okay? Don't overdo it. You're only a toaster. You can only do so much. Okay? All right. There's my safety message. Anywho, yeah. We'll get it all worked out tomorrow. Thank you all for joining me. Yes, go make toast, everyone. I'm actually out of bread in the house, actually, I think. We go see. I love bread. Bye.